This spring of 2017, I shall be offering a seminar in Shakespeare's comedies. These will be 8 comedies. They include Midsummer Night's Dream, As You Like It, Measure for Measure, Tempest, and 4 others. Now, our approach to these plays will rest on a premise. The premise is this: that Shakespeare's comedies are not comedies because they're trivial, because they're lighthearted, or because they're funny. They may be all of those things, more or less, at any stage of the play. They may be found in any play, really. No, Shakespeare's comedies are comedies because of the shape of the action, because of the structure of the plot. They begin in disarray, in opposition, disunion. And what happens in the comedies is they move through 5 acts, as Shakespeare writes them, 5 acts to resolution, to harmonization, to union, frequently reunion. For this reason, the plays frequently end in song, frequently end in celebration of one kind. Indeed, they end in celebration of betrothals, celebration in some cases of matrimony, as in As You Like It. Now, the character who shapes this action, the character who influences it, the character who, in some cases, really determines the action is not the comic hero, it's the comic heroine. She's beautiful, she's well-born, but above all, she's intelligent. She's deeply self-aware, she reflects on her feelings, she criticizes her feelings, but she's not simply introspective. Her intelligence extends to the world without, extends to the world around her, to other characters, to other women, to men, above all, to the man she's falling in love with. Shakespeare's comedies are really realistic. Now, what I mean by realistic is psychological. Realistic in the sense we use the adjective in the phrase realistic fiction. They deal with the emotions, they deal with the interplay between emotions and the mind and the head. But comedy is not comedy simply for these reasons. It's comedy because the realism extends to larger matters. So at the end of the day, I think we can say that Shakespeare's comedy is serious. It's serious in its art, it's serious in its matter, it's serious in the thematic preoccupations that Shakespeare develops from the matter. So it's not too much to say as well that Shakespeare's comedy is just as serious as his tragedy. So if you have an interest in theater, if you have an interest in Shakespeare, if you think you might have an interest in pursuing the comedies from these points of view, please consider joining the seminar. I hope, indeed I believe, that pursuing the comedies in this way will be a highly instructive experience. I know it will be a pleasurable one. We'll be reading 8 great comedies by Shakespeare, which are, of course, among the great comedies ever written.